Let's think about the most important thing when you first get your first gun, and that's get a grip. Get the proper grip. So welcome to Weapons Education. I want to talk to you about getting a good grip on your handgun. I would like to applaud everybody across the United States of America, across the world, who have purchased their first handgun because of my recommendation. The reason why I'm bringing this video to you about getting the proper grip and how to hold the gun properly on a semi-automatic is because the other day I was at the range, and as I was checking in, the person in front of me said he was a new gun owner and he wanted to go to the range for the first time. So he went to his lane. He was in number 5, I was in number 4, and I would never interrupt anybody in a different lane, but he did this when he first picked up his gun. Very nice guy. And he put I'm a righty, so this is all based on a right-handed person. He put his left hand like this. This happens to be an XDM full-size 45 ACP 4.5 inch barrel. And he put his left hand like this. And I said, "Sir, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I want to kindly tell you that you could lose your thumb because that slide is going to come back at full force and you can possibly lose your thumb. Definitely do some massive damage." That is why I'm making this video. So let's get right into it and what I do for a proper grip. Let's talk about getting a good grip. Think of how important it is to defend yourself with your semi-automatic handgun. Think of how important it is not to limp wrist. And limp wristing means, well, if you hold the gun too low, like that, and you go like this or something, you go up, the gun's going to flip up, and your next round will not cycle properly. So the first thing I want to say is, you want to get a good grip. And anytime you pick up a gun, you want to have, as a righty, your index finger on your right hand to be on that frame, not touching the trigger. As a matter of fact, I want to say this, and this is what I did a long time ago, and this is what I tell my wife to do regularly, and she does it, and she's very well proficient now. She knows every time she picks up a gun to grab it like that and not touch the trigger. Anytime you see someone touching the trigger like that, you know that they're not proficient with a firearm. Handle your firearm like this, empty safety check gun, and walk around your home for a week. Just pick it up, walk around your home like that, just like that. That will teach you to get a good grip in the first place. And you want to have your hand high up. If it's too low, it's going to do the obvious. It's not going to have the control that you want. Next is, now that you have your hand high up and you have your 3 fingers here, you don't want to stranglehold your gun. If you're a righty, do everything opposite if you're a lefty. You want to push a little forward, and then with your left hand, your soft hand, pull a little back, just a little bit. Just keep that in mind. So all simultaneously, what you want to do is, first of all, cover as much real estate on this grip and frame as possible. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. With my left hand, I take my 4 fingers and I cover my other fingers like that, and I want to fill up with my skin. Just imagine as much skin on that gun as possible. If I'm like this, there's not as much skin on there, there's not as much control. you want as much skin on your grip. So therefore, put your hand in there and pop it in there like on a 45-degree angle, and it fits in perfectly. Both thumbs facing forward. I do not like to touch the slide with my thumbs, and I do not like to push too hard into the gun with my thumbs. This is my opinion. And while you do this, the goal is to simultaneously pull it from your holster. Have your left hand meeting the gun at your belly button and smack it in there. Right there, I call it the smack. I'll do a separate video on pulling a gun from your holster and getting into a two-hand firing position. This video is focused just on the grip. But just envision, pull it from your holster. Have your left hand, if you're righty, at your belly button, waiting. Smack it in there, cover as much real estate of this grip as possible, and then all simultaneously thinking about looking at your sights and then waiting until the point that you have to put your finger on the trigger if that is the case. So that's all I really wanted to say in this video, is get a good grip. Cover as much real estate of this grip as possible. If you're righty, you hold it like this, high up, hold your left hand, cover up as much of that frame as possible. Keep your two thumbs pointed forward. I do not touch the slide, that's just my thing. You might do it differently. Please chime in. I don't recommend doing anything like this, the teacup hold. Make sure you never put your left thumb behind that slide. And you get a good grip, and you save your life with this gun. You have to have control of it. The more muscle and skin on that grip, the better. And don't stranglehold the gun. Just a little bit forward with the right, a little bit back with the left, and you're good to go. And you hold it just like that. I hope this helped. My name is Tom from WeaponsEducation.com. Please subscribe. Please tell a friend. We're all in this together. Thank you, my friends. Bye-bye.